People do not really owe you as much as you think they do. If you want people to owe you, draft contracts, do things legally. Oftentimes I've heard about these wicked uncles, wicked aunties, wicked brothers, wicked sisters, wicked friends who maybe you helped or your parents helped or a relative of yours helped, and now you or someone else who have helped them is at the point where you need help and they are refusing to come through even though they have the means. I want to let you know quite clear-mindedly and logically that they do not owe you, except clear legal bound contracts were drafted. See, if you want to help people, do it from the generosity of your heart. Whether you sent them through school, your uncle, your brother, your aunt, open shops for them or set them up in life, does not logically and legally mean that they are bound to reciprocations. Ethically, we can dare say that, oh, they are supposed to at least reciprocate. But you did it out of the kindness of your heart. Your father, your mother, your relative helped them out of the kindness of their heart. If you can't bear to let a good gesture go, please help legally. Let clear drafted contracts be made that, oh, I'm assisting you in XYZ way. If in future I or a relative of mine would need your assistance and you are bound to help them out. Both parties sign. Because no one put a gun to your neck to help. And I understand what we are saying. The law of morality, we should, just kindness should reciprocate kindness. But sadly, you don't determine for people how they reciprocate your kindness. They can decide to or not to. I'm saying this because part of maturity, part of emotional maturity is you understanding that when you render help or goodness, it's done freely. And so therefore, the other party is not mandated to reciprocate. If they do, we thank God for that. But if not, you can't go on dragging them how that they are bad people. In 2026, I want you to get all those entitlements off your heart. As I am currently, none of my family owes me. None. There is nowhere in my heart where I think that someone is supposed to help me because they have the financial means. In fact, I have so much come to a point where I live my life and I plan for myself as though I were the only one on earth. The reason why we call people wicked sometimes is not really because they have harmed us typically, but it's because they have refused to help us in the way we want to be helped. This was stirred by a post I came across on Facebook yesterday where a pastor shared a private chat of a lady reaching out to him for help. And unfortunately, at that point in time in his life, he couldn't really help. And so he replied, sorry, you can't get help. And the lady replied and was like, oh, I can get help, but not from you. Stuff like that. And then she proceeded to lay curses on the pastor on how that the day he would need help, he would not find. And I'm here thinking, though the pastor explained how that he didn't have the only thing he had was 15 naira. He had no emergency savings, sorry. But this lady thought that because he was a social media personality and had quite an audience on social media, therefore, it translated to financial wealth. And that is one of the mirage people have. That someone has a social media audience doesn't translate to financial wealth. It doesn't. You can have 1,000 likes and zero bank account balance. And the fact that someone is a pastor, a spiritual shepherd, an imam, whatever, doesn't mean that they are legally bound, that they are bound to your financial wellness. If at any point in time in life you are in need and they can help out, and they do, it's generosity on their part. It's not an obligation unto them. It's not a right you have. Because so many persons move around thinking that pastors are supposed to help them. After all, what are they doing there? Are they not supposed to take care of the flock? No, you take care of your life and they take care of theirs. The most a pastor, a mentor owes you, and not even really owe, that they just do a spiritual feeding, mental feeding, moral guidance. And when they refuse to do that, you can't even drag them to court because there's no legally bound document. So in the actual sense, they really do not owe you. And so if they are unwilling to guide you the way that they are by that they are supposed to morally, emotionally, intellectually, if they're unwilling to guide you in that way and commit their time to you, you go find another shepherd who will do that. But you don't hold them. You can't drag them to court. I say, oh, you refuse to feed me spiritual. You can't. If you want people to owe you, you draft legal contracts. Please, in 2026, we don't want to be hearing all this. My uncle is wicked, my auntie is wicked, my cousin is wicked, my sister is wicked. And we are asking, define the wickedness. Oh, they have money and they are refusing to help me. It's their money and they can decide to help you or not to help you. It's their money. Thank God you said their money. They have, not you have. They have, not you have. Please. In 2026, let's get rid of all this wicked uncle, wicked auntie, when there is no clear wickedness being portrayed. Your life is your responsibility. People do not owe you. And do not give more than you truly can give away. Because sometimes we borrow extra energy, borrow extra emotional patience, extra time and resources to cater for the seemingly need of other people, the cares of other people. And so automatically, because you have exerted yourself so much, you feel your emotions feel they owe you. Please, it's better you just do what you can do. Just give as you can give emotionally, your time, resources. Give to the capacity you can truly give, which you can let go. So that you are not giving and holding it in your heart. Oh, I've given so much. I expect you to do XYZ in return for me in the future. People do not really owe you. The earlier you realize it, the better for you. It's common emotional maturity to understand this. Whatever claims you think, whatever you think that they owe you are within the bonds of your emotions. Because morality oftentimes is emotional. So it's within the bounds of your emotions. You can't fight against people with that. So don't give beyond what you can truly let go of. And quickly mature and understand people do not really owe you.